Previously on Surviving DayZ, Olev headed north, found a barn with some junk in it and some bandages, then headed deeper into the forests. Spotted a road in the distance but decided to avoid it, and continued into the wilderness of Chernarus. Okay, we are back for another episode of Surviving DayZ, and we decided to eat some, have a drink because our thirst meter is starting to go red. We don't have to eat any food at the moment, so time to go. Keep heading forward. We saw these power cables in the last episode, so we're going to follow those and see where we end up. And we seem to have come into an area that's just almost completely empty forest, annoyingly. So there's no loot to be found here, nor are there any zombies. Or, because of the size of the map, probably not any players either. So, whilst this is good for Olev's survival and chances of making it to Petrovka for a fry-up to cure his hangover, that is after all why we're here, it doesn't make for very exciting gameplay. But we push on, because there's a lot of interesting stuff to find in Chernarus, and if we keep going we're bound to run into something interesting. Supplies wise we're doing pretty well at the moment. We got a decent amount of liquid food, some Makarov ammo, not a massive amount. Just a moment of nervous checking as we cross the road there, because whenever the level opens up, paranoia creeps in. Compared to most DayZ sessions, we've lasted relatively long. The shadow of permadeath, which is constantly hanging over the series, has not really been an issue, apart from that little scrap we got into a few episodes ago with the zombies, but we seem to be in pretty good health. The screen hasn't gone too washed out, so we can't be losing that much blood. I could check on the debug monitor, but I think it's more fun without it. It's truer to the game's hardcore nature, I think, to not see the debug monitor. It would be interesting if there was no meters at all, and if you were hungry you had to listen for your stomach rumbling. If you were thirsty, I don't know, maybe you could like clear his throat or go, man, I'm thirsty. But maybe in future updates. A completely HUD-less DayZ would be kind of interesting, I think. Okay, we finally get out of the clearing, into a clearing from the forest, and we spot a little town there. Doesn't seem to be any other players. I think we're far enough away from the coast now and it doesn't look to be a major centre of high quality military loot, but we decide to take a little detour and head inside. No zombies yet, but that's probably because we haven't gone near the buildings. They tend to spawn around the player. There's one of these sort of hangar warehouse type things in distance. We're going to check that out because they always have something decent in them. Although I did say that about the barn last time and there was nothing in there, but I've got a good feeling that there's going to be something good in this weird cow house or whatever the hell it is. Now we're straying from the path a little bit here, probably foolishly, because I'm already starting to lose my bearings a little bit. But as far as I know, north is immediately to Olev's left at the moment. We're running through the field here because if you avoid structures where loot spawns, then zombies won't spawn. But as we approach this hangar, we might get some of them appearing. Looks safe for the moment. There's no other players creeping up behind us, so it looks pretty safe to run in there. Yep, coast is clear. Oh, zombie. Right. Crouch time. Crouching. Olev's favourite pastime. Something he excels at. Crawling along the dirt. Zombie hasn't seen us, mercifully. And the hangar seems to be empty. So let's see what we've got in here. Oh, very nice. I knew there'd be something in here. Got ourselves sniper rifle. CZ 550, probably pronouncing that wrong, but Olev doesn't know really about weapon names, he just knows it's a sniper rifle. Conveniently for me. Right, that's handy. There's a Lee Enfield there as well, but that weapon is more trouble than it's worth. It's known amongst some fans as the dinner bell, because as soon as you fire it, the zombies come a-running. It's extremely loud, and it's kind of rubbish. Lee Enfield, worth avoiding. If you've got a Makarov, just stick to the Makarov. This sniper rifle will be useful for if we spot any potentially dangerous areas ahead. We might be able to clear it out before we go there. Protection against other players if we spot anyone in the distance who's gunning for us. It had some ammo there as well, which was nice. There was a hatchet in there as well, but there's no point in taking that really. We've already got one. So we decided to do another little sweep of the town. We can see one of those red buildings there with the brown wooden bit on the side. From many hours of playing DayZ, we know that those contain loot as well. So it's worth sticking our head in. Don't seem to be any zombies around here at the moment. It seems weird, the spawn rate seems a lot lower than we used to. Usually you'd get zombies spawning sort of around these buildings here, but we've lucked out. Okay, doesn't seem any zombies, so we're going to get up into a crouch walk here. I've taken out my Makarov because at close quarters it's going to be more useful indoors than if I have the sniper rifle. Okay, it looks like the coast is clear. There aren't any other players, unsurprisingly. But there's a distinct lack of loot in here. There's usually something in this white floored room. Same here. Oh, and we've got a pile of empty cans. Nice. Oh well, we lucked out with the sniper rifle, so can't complain really.